now watching I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel.
I shot him 6 times! What is going on, everyone? Welcome to I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I am your host, proprietor, creator, Marcus. I hope everybody is having a great day. It's a beautiful day outside today, and it's definitely. Oh, hold up! The video started playing on me in the background because I have it pulled up on the computer as well. Sorry about the interference, but welcome to the stream today, guys. We're going to be talking Scream 7. I'm going to be doing a live Q&A for you all. Basically unmasking Scream 7 and talking about some theories and some predictions based on what we know so far, and see what we come up with. And it should be a fun time. I'm really excited to talk about it here with you all. I am going to get to the comment section here in a second, but if you haven't done so already, please shoot the stream a like. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, as you know. I am also starting a goal right now, so guys will see that pop up here in a second. But shoot the like button, share it on all your social media platforms. I'm happy to be here with you all today and talk some Scream 7, talk some theories. It's always a great time talking about the Scream franchise because there are so many layers and there's so many things to talk about. And we got 2 movies coming out now with Scream 7 and Scream 8. So a lot to dig into. So I'm excited to be here, y'all. Real quick, I do want to get to the comment section and say what's up to everybody before we get started. King Matthew III, what's going on? I seen that you shared this earlier when I posted the stream, because this is kind of impromptu. I just wanted to come on here a little bit early and talk some Scream theories with you guys and stuff like that, because I'm going to be having some other horror movie discussion live streams coming up here as well. Some I Know What You Did Last Summer, things of that nature. So it's been a while since I did a Scream related live stream here on the channel, so it's definitely time to catch up. I mean, you guys have seen me on Destin's channel talking about Scream, Craven's channel, but you guys see me drop a couple of Scream videos, but it has been months since I came on a live stream and talked about some Scream. So I'm really excited to be here with you all and see what we unpack. King Matthew III saying, one theory I had for Scream 7 is, what if Dewey's voice is used in Scream 7 by Ghostface, because the voice changer in 3 technically had Dewey's voice from the phone call with the bodyguard. Yeah, that definitely could happen. I'm not only expecting AI, King Matthew, I do think they're going to bring back the Scream 3 voice changer. I think that would be really cool, be a nice, little callback. And yeah, I can see that happening. I did see something, I think it was from Beyond the Mask. He even said that he don't know how true it is, but apparently the rumor is going around that Gail will receive a phone call from Dewey and it'll be Dewey's voice. So, we'll see. It's definitely on the table. It is on the table for sure. I personally think it could be really from Dewey. She just don't know it yet. I'm going to save that theory for a video. I'm not going to really delve into it here because that's something I really want to unpack with overlays and clues and stuff like that point to the theory. What's going on, Talking Star Wars? I'm glad you're here. Saying, imagine we get Gail killed on national television and Ghostface kills her on air and uses the Dewey voice and says something like, you weren't there when I died, now it's time for you to join me. And I'm assuming there's a continuation to this. Okay, maybe that can be the official confirmation. Dude killed Dewey too. I mean, yeah, possibly. I mean, yeah, definitely. I could see something like that happening. One way or another, if Dewey does call Gail, and let's say he's not alive, they're not going to bring him back some miraculous way as a live, character, then I do expect it to be Ghostface using Dewey's voice and having some choice dialogue, to put it nicely, for one Gail Weathers. I definitely can see that happening. And thank you, Talking Star Wars, for saying stab the like button. Definitely. Greatly appreciate that. Who wants to see a backstory on Stu and Sydney's relationship? And this is coming from Door Handles. I don't think I've ever seen you here on the channel before, Door Handles. If you have been here on the channel and commented, I'm sorry, it has been a while since I've really done any Scream related content and stuff like that in regards to a live stream. So if you have been here on the channel before, I'm sorry if I don't remember. But if you're new, thank you for subscribing and thank you for joining the chat. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, I mean, in regards to what do you mean, like their relationship? What do you mean, like you think Sydney and Stu had a little fling at one point? I mean, Stu did say he always had a thing for her, so I mean, who knows? Maybe they could do something like that. I don't see something like that happening, but maybe in regards to their friendship and Scream 1996 and before that, because we know that Stu and Billy were friends for a while, so you can only imagine and assume that Sydney had hung out with Stu around Billy sometimes. I mean, yeah, there's going to be something between Stu and Sydney that's going to be the main focal point of the story. So it's going to be interesting to see what it is. And real quick, you guys, I did just start a goal. You guys should see it pop up here in a second. So if we get 10 super chats, right? And it doesn't have to be $5. It doesn't have to be $10. It can just be the minimal $2 super chat. But if we get 10 total super chats within the next hour, so by 4:09 my time here on the East Coast, if we get up to 10 super chats, I will not only extend the stream by 30 minutes, I will also do a live watch party of whatever Scream movie you guys want to watch, and you guys can vote it in. And I'll post it on the channel and stuff like that. You guys can do a vote. I did that last week with basically the whole like Mother's Day thing. You guys could vote in whatever movie you guys want, and whatever finishes with the highest percentage, that's the movie we will watch. So if we get 10 super chats, I will not only extend the stream by 30 minutes, I will also do a select live watch along of whatever Scream movie you guys want to watch, and you'll vote it in. So we'll see what happens. We got a whole hour. So King Matthew III saying, one other theory I have is Gail will die either the opening of Scream 7 or she's going to be the final kill in Scream 7, leading to Stu's reveal, because it makes sense if Stu kills Gail. Yeah, I do think that it does make sense for Stu to be the one to kill Gail. Man, I'm really just kind of iffy if Gail's going to die in this movie at this point because of the announcement of Scream 8. You guys know how I feel about it. I've said it on Destin's channel. I feel like Scream 8 is going to go back to Woodsboro. And I feel like if Scream 8 does go back to Woodsboro, then we're going to see Gail live in Scream 7 and make it to that movie, and then she could possibly die in Scream 8. Because all of their legacies tie back to Woodsboro. Dewey died in Woodsboro. Yeah, I know Randy died in Windsor College and stuff, but in regards to, I'm talking about like the core three, the original three of the Scream franchise, Sydney, Dewey, and Gail. Dewey died in Woodsboro. So I would think that if Gail was going to die, she would have to die there as well. Because think about it. It would be so, I want to say, melodramatic and anticlimactic for Gail's character because she hated Woodsboro. She could not stand living there. So imagine dying in a place that you hated the most. I could definitely see, I mean, it just, in regards to being the final kill, I think that could possibly be for Scream 8. Again, I don't know. They could kill her off in Scream 7. They could still do it. I just now think she's going to make it to 8. But let's say she does die in Scream 7. I think her dying at the end, maybe after, let's say the ghost faces are revealed, right? Sydney, Gail, and all of them take them down, whatever, whoever's left, take them down. And then the final scene of the movie, our cliffhanger, is Gail getting killed off. Yeah, I can see that happening, and I wouldn't mind that at all. That would be a nice way to lead into Scream 8, because then it lets you know there is another killer out there. King Matthew saying, I also think the opening of Scream 7 should be a little more different, like a flashback to Sydney giving birth to her daughters and Dewey being there for her, and then Martha Meeks dies in the opening. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I mean, my thing is this. If that happens, right, do you think at some point we will go back to Woodsboro and Scream 7? Because I can't imagine, unless Martha followed the twins, you know, which I can't really see, because if the twins are working for Gail, we don't know where they're living per se. They could go on the road anywhere, you know. So, man, I don't know. Martha Meeks dying, I'm not against it. Don't think I'm against it at all. I just think that if they were to do that in Scream 7, then we will most likely be going back to Woodsboro and Scream 7 at some point. We'll be in Indiana for a little bit, but at some point we're going to end up back in Woodsboro. You know, or they could have Martha Meeks killed off in the opening, and they basically use that as a setup in a way as well to lead into Scream 8. I can see them doing something like that. I mean, if they do it right, it could work. Maybe, you know, something of that nature. Like they're showing us Martha getting killed in Woodsboro because they're telling us in Scream 8 we're going to be going back to Woodsboro, but we're going to follow this story first in Indiana and Scream 7. Yo, what's up, Patrol? Nice to see you here, man. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out. Yeah, definitely, for sure. That was a great theory. You guys always have some really good theories here in the chat. Oh, okay. So real quickly, we do have some super chats rolling in. I'm just seeing them, guys. I'm just getting back to the comments. Talking Star Wars saying 9 more to go. Talking Star Wars with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much for that, Talking Star Wars. I greatly appreciate that. And then, of course, you know, 9 more to go. But we also have a couple more. A Troll Campbell coming in with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, A Troll. I greatly appreciate it. Saying, I think Dewey might have faked his death. A Troll. Okay, so I'll tell you guys some of my idea of what I think about Dewey in regards to being alive. And by the way, A Troll, I don't mind, you know, this theory that he's faked his death. I don't think he faked his death in a sense that he is going to be Ghostface. I don't think that at all. This is my theory for that. I think Dewey miraculously somehow survived that gutting in Scream 5, right? Because we don't actually see Dewey's body in that body bag that Gail is screaming over when they pan outside of the hospital, stuff like that. And the reason why I say that is so crucial is because there was another dead body up on that floor, and that was the cop's body. So that could have been the dead cop, the dead security guard who was supposed to be standing post, you know, that could have been their body. And mind you, I have tried to zoom in on the tag, everything. You don't see whose name is on the tag. It's just too blurry. You know, you would have to have some really good AI technology to clean that bad boy up and see what it says. But the point is, we don't see Dewey's body in that body bag. We just assume it's Dewey. So my theory for this is that what if Dewey was silently working with Kirby as some kind of consultant, you know, in regards to Ghostface attacks? You got to remember, in Scream 6, Kirby says she specializes in Ghostface attacks. And we know that Jason Carvey and Greg Brockner, they were from Atlanta. And for some particular reason, Kirby was monitoring their social media. She was keeping an eye on them boys. So she saw something in them that might have led to Ghostface attacks or something. So I think that if Dewey is alive, what happened was, just like it can happen in real life when you suffer a severe injury, whether you get shot up, stabbed to death, whatnot, if EMTs find a pulse on you and they're like, he has a pulse, he's fading, but we got to get him fast, they could have airlifted Dewey to a special facility. It happens all the time in real life. To where, in all honesty, because he was a consultant for the FBI with Kirby, they had him airlifted to a special facility and was able to save him. And then basically they've been keeping the fact that he has been dead a secret until this movie, basically. So I think Dewey faked his death in that regard. I don't think he faked his death in regards to him being a ghost face. But what say you, a troll? Do you think that if Dewey did fake his death, he could be Ghostface in Scream 7? Can you imagine that? Whew, you talk about something that nobody would see coming at all. And that would probably also upset a lot of people depending on how they do it. That'd be nuts. But I personally think that basically Kirby was working with Dewey. Because think about this too. In Scream 5, in Dewey's phone, in his phone list, Kirby was on his contact list. So that shows us that he may have had some type of contact with Kirby after the events of Scream 4 and possibly even before the events of Scream 5. So I'm right there with you. I just look at the character and I look at Kevin Williamson and I just feel like if there's anybody who could make sense of Dewey being alive after we saw what we saw him go through in Scream 5, it would be Kevin Williamson. I really believe in that. I know Guy Busick is the writer, but I think Kevin Williamson obviously has his, his fingerprints on the script as well. And I think he could make it to where, okay, if we're going to bring Dewey back, this is how we do it. And I think that would make perfect sense, in my opinion. Like, basically Dewey survived, but we didn't know that. He got airlifted somewhere that was basically funded by the FBI, whatever, and Kirby. And basically he healed up. And then in Scream 7, he could come back. And some type of shock return, maybe at the end, to help stop the killers. We'll see. Thank you so much for that, Troll. And I greatly appreciate it. I got to check the goals list here to make sure to see when we hit it, because I know we got a few more in here. But another $2 super chat coming in here from Talking Star Wars. Thank you so much. Saying, I think Gail is a goner. Hey, it's very possible. I'm not ruling that out at all. Gail could definitely be a goner in this movie. For sure. I want to personally see it happen. You guys know how I feel about Gail. It's time. I feel like it's time. I feel like it should have been her in Scream 5, but that's not what they decided to do. They decided to keep her around. So I think it's possible that Gail could die in this movie. I'm not ruling it out. I just feel like with the announcement of Scream 8, it would be better if you killed her off in that movie, trying to save Sidney or something of that nature, because it's Woodsboro, guys. If they go back to Woodsboro, and I'm going to make my point as to why I believe we are going back to Woodsboro in Scream 8. But it would make sense for Gail to die there because she hated that place. Remember what she said to Dewey? I couldn't stay there. 1 year in Woodsboro was like 7 anywhere else. It was like dog years. She hated Woodsboro. So imagine that's the place that she died. And think about it. That's the place where we got introduced to her. We didn't get introduced to her in New York. We got introduced to her in Woodsboro. So it only makes sense that she would die there as well. But, hey, I mean, we're going to need some shocking kills. We're going to need some kills in this movie to raise the stakes. So Gail could definitely be a goner in this movie. It's not off of the table. Especially for a cliffhanger ending. I definitely can see that happening. Catching up with some of you guys' chats real quick. King Matthew III saying, I also think Scream 7, we can get a reference of Sam and Tara revealing their fate similar to learning of Kirby's survival in Scream 5. That's the biggest question. Outside of if Stu is alive or not, that's the biggest question going into this film is how are they going to write those characters out? I personally think, you guys saw my theory about it. I think they're going to explain it in a way that Chad and Mindy had something to do with possibly slandering their name. That all depends as well, though, if Gail did another project, like another book, talking about what happened in Scream 6, the murders there. And it also depends on if the twins decided to help Gail with that. I mean, the rumor is that they're working with Gail. So if we know how Gail is, then it's not hard to believe that she could have manipulated the twins into doing a hit piece on the sisters. And that's what broke up the core four. That's what is the reason why you won't see the Carpenters in this movie. But hey, I mean, I do think we will get some type of reference of Samantha and Tara. You have to, in my opinion. You can't just leave it in the dark. You can't just not say nothing about it. It's glaring. You know, whether you're an old school fan of Scream or a newer generation fan of Scream, it's a glaring hole in what we just saw in the last two films. So they're going to have to address it. Talking Star Wars saying hi to Paula. Oh, hey, what's going on, Paula? Nice to see you here, guys. I know I'm probably a little bit behind in the chat. Bear with me. You guys know I will catch up. Ooh, Talking Star Wars coming in with another $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really like this question. What are the rules this time for Scream 7? Oh, man, you're killing me. You're killing me talking Star Wars. I think the beautiful thing is, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I don't know. I really do not know what they have in store for what the rules are going to be. Maybe the rules are going to be that there are no rules. You know, like legitimately there are no rules. And these new murders and these new killers, whether it's Stu with a lot of people or whatever, is basically breaking new ground in a way that they're not following any rules of traditional horror movie standards, right? I mean, I could see something like that happening. I mean, think about it. Scream 7, in regards to the newer Scream films, is the trilogy. It's the Scream 3 of the newer Scream films. So, and remember, in Scream 3, all bets were supposedly off. So could they play into that even deeper in Scream 7? Could they basically expand on that? You know, in regards to all bets are off, there are no rules. You know, and the reason why I say that is because remember in Scream 1996, remember in the final act, when Billy and Stu were basically giving their motive and stuff like that. And remember, Stu said, now you got to die. Those are the rules. Well, if you take Mason Gooding's interview from a few months back into account, and I'll have to pull that interview up and I'll share it here on the channel in a post if you guys haven't seen it. But Mason Gooding was talking about Matthew Lillard and Scott Foley's return for Scream 7. And the most interesting thing he said in that interview is that when you go back and rewatch Scream 1996, and then when you watch Scream 7 with Stu Macher's character, you will realize that in Scream 1996, Stu's character was more grounded. And the reason why I think that is pivotal is because I think that we're going to get a elevated, more over-the-top version of Stu in this movie, whether that's by AI, whether that's by they reveal him as a real killer, he's going to be doing the killing, stuff of that nature. I think we're going to get an elevated version of Stu in this movie. And I think that plays into the idea of there are no more rules. I'm breaking all the rules. Stu is going to be breaking all the rules when in the original, he was willing and grounded to playing within the rules. He's not willing to do that no more. We're throwing that shit out the window. No more playing by the rules for Stu Macher. So I think that could be the rules for Scream 7, is that there are no rules. We'll have to wait and see. That was a great question, though. Thank you so much. Hey. M. Buska coming in. Now, I'm not going to lie. It says on my end, PLN 50. I don't know if that's $50 or if it's $5. So help me out with that, guys. I don't know some of these, how they do it, because I want to just be able to call out the super chat for what it is correctly. But either way, M. Buska coming in with a super chat saying earlier scripts Stu with Tatum were equally important. And each Stu and Sid interaction was him insulting her mother. 1996, he was supposed to be her nemesis, one insulting and belittling her mother the most. That's interesting. I never knew about that. Wow. Thank you, Mbuska, for putting me on to that. So basically, in so many ways, Stu and Tatum were supposed to have, well, at least Stu was supposed to have a more significant role in regards to, like, Tatum was Sydney's best friend and Stu was the complete opposite. So, wow, that would have been crazy. And in my opinion, though, that's a good thing that they didn't do that, in my opinion, because then, in my opinion, that would have, kind of let us know that Stu may be the killer. You know what I mean? I feel like if they would have had him act like that in Scream 1996, actually, I feel like we would have predicted that Stu was a killer, because you're not going to be that hateful and despiteful towards somebody and not be looked at as a killer. Like, I think the beautiful thing about Scream 1996 in regards to Stu's reveal is that I don't think anybody really expected Stu to be a killer, because he was such a likable character. And then when they did reveal he was a killer, it was like, oh, wow. So, I don't know, man. I mean, we'll have to see. I will say this. They are going to explore. I do think they're going to explore Sydney and Stu's past on a more deeper level, especially in regards to Maureen being murdered. I just don't know if that's going to lead to any thing really between them that could be revealed. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you for putting me onto that, because I did not know anything about that. Let me check over here real quick, guys. I got to refresh the page. Paula saying nice. Yeah. Thank you for stopping in, Paula. It's always good to see you. I hope you're having a great time. A troll coming in with another $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Saying, will Tatum be a red herring? How will it be done? I really do think she's going to be a red herring to a degree. Great question. I think she's going to be a red herring in a sense that a lot of people, at least audiences, because I know when she was first announced and I was like processing theories in my mind, I'm like, based on rumors too, that her boyfriend is supposed to be, Sam Reckner's character is supposed to be this tech savvy, nerdy type of guy to a degree, to where he knows how to operate with computers, you know, the whole AI rumors, supposedly stuff like that. And the moment I heard that, I'm like, that gives me Trevor vibes from Scream 4. So I'm like, could it be that they're going to go the Jill route with this character? I initially thought that. I think she is going to be a red herring in this movie, but subsequently, I think she's going to take over as the main final girl. And the reason why I say that is because Scream 8 has already been announced, obviously. We know that's going to be another Sidney Prescott-led story, but we also know that Neve Campbell, she's getting new projects. She's going to be in the MCU. Schedules could start looking tight after Scream 8 if they want to do another movie. So I think Scream 7 and Scream 8 are going to be Sidney's stories. We're going to get her farewell tour, so to speak. And Isabelmay, as her daughter, as Tatum, could potentially take over. That's how I see this playing out now that we got the announcement of Scream 8 and we got the announcement of Neve Campbell getting all these other projects. I think that's important. But I do believe Tatum will be a red herring of sorts in this movie. No doubt about it. I'm not going to lie. I want Sidney and Tatum's relationship in this movie to mirror Laurie Strode and John Tate's relationship in Halloween H2O. That's what I want. I want to see that type of relationship between Sidney and her daughter, to where they have, you see the love to a degree. Sidney's kind of overbearing, and that's what kind of, you know, starts to push Tatum away a little bit, something of that nature. I don't want to say I want to see friction between the two characters, but I want to see some friction to a degree. Like, I want to see Sidney as kind of how like Laurie Strode was with Karen, how she was with John in Halloween H2O. She was very overprotective. I expect to see Sidney like that with her daughter in this movie, based on everything she's been through. And I wouldn't mind seeing it that way, like something like a Halloween H2O, you know, type of direction. But thank you for that, Atrol. Great question. I do see we have another super chat, I believe. Yes, I'm going to get to that, and then I'm going to scroll back up and check out some of you guys' comments and stuff. But real quick, Talking Star Wars coming in with another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, I just watched mckennagrace's Bad Seed, and I am confident she is 25% Ghostface, but I don't know. It's very possible. It's very possible. I mean, we know for a fact, and I even talked to Craven about this. Craven Something Scary, when I was last on his panel talking about Scream 7. We know for a fact, based on the footage that he was able to get, that there's going to be a girl who looks like it could be Ghostface, who has blonde hair. Whether that's Isabelmay, whether that's Annacamp, or McKennagrace. We all know that they have blonde hair. So it's definitely possible that McKenna could be Ghostface. I gotta watch that movie and see if I see what you see in regards to her possibly being Ghostface in this movie. I'm assuming she was a villain in that movie that you're talking about, The Bad Seed. But yeah, it's definitely possible. I think she could either be Ghostface, or like Destin talked about last night, and I didn't think about this with her, because for newer generation, she is considered a big star. You know, like a big up-and-coming star. I'm old school, guys. I'm used to the Neve Campbells and the Drew Barrymores and stuff like that. So I'm kind of not like up to par in regards to some of these newer actors and other projects that they do, because I'm so ingrained in horror. And if they're not doing horror movies, and if I don't hear about that particular horror movie that they're doing, then I most likely won't know their work all like that. So I'm going to have to take a look at what she did in that movie and see if I see what you see. But hey, it's definitely on the table. It's either she's going to be Ghostface, or she could be the opening kill. because she is considered a big star in the newer generation, in the new age of society, so to speak. But thank you so much again for that, Talking Star Wars. I greatly appreciate it. And I think, guys, I got to refresh the page. I want to be accurate here, because on my end right now, it's saying 6 out of 10. So let me refresh things here, and I will get back to the chat. I do want to scroll back up and get to some of you guys' theories. A second, let me skip through this ad. Oh. All right, guys. So I updated, because I'm on my computer looking at the chat and looking at the stream and all that stuff. So we are 7 out of 10 away from the goal. We got 3 more super chats to go. Again, if we get 10 total super chats, it could be a $2 super chat, it could be a $1 super chat, whatever. If we get 10 total super chats, I will not only extend the stream by 30 minutes. I was only going to go an hour. I will go an hour and a half, meaning I will end around 4:30ish, something like that, my time, Eastern. But I will also hold a live watch along of whichever Scream movie you guys want to watch here on the channel this upcoming week. I will do a whole post about it on the channel. I will do a poll. You guys can vote it in, and whatever gets the highest percentage will be the Scream movie that we watch. So we're very, very close, guys. And I greatly appreciate every single one of you for your support, even just for coming in and hanging out. We got 12 people. We got 13 people just ticked up. Like, there's been people that have been coming in and out and stuff like that. But we've been doing all right today for this stream. And I greatly appreciate all of your support. Real quick, King Matthew III saying, I think if Dewey's likely to show up in the future alive, it should be in the Kirby spinoff. That's rumored, explaining how Kirby became a cop in 6, and it could be Dewey that got her the job. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're going to do like a prequel-ish type way, like kind of go in a prequel direction before Scream 5, I could see that. That would be cool. I like that a lot. It just depends when they're going to set the Kirby spinoff, if they're still doing it, I wouldn't mind that at all. Kind of like an origin story of sorts for Kirby's FBI career. I could see that happening. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, sorry about that. Back at it. Didn't want the dogs barking all crazy like that in the background. We're good. So, Ambuska saying, as for Dewey, Stu told it takes a man to do something like that. What if Amber was just in fact right to Stu's words too weak? Hold on, let me reread that again, Ambuska. As for Dewey, Stu told it takes a man to do something like that. What if Amber just was in fact right to Stu's words too weak? Yeah, I don't think that was her. I really don't. Like, I personally think it takes an incredible amount of strength to gut somebody from the groin all the way up to basically damn near their abdomen. Like, that takes a lot of strength. And again, I know we're supposed to suspend disbelief, but at the same time, it's not like these Ghostface, these people who are under the Ghostface costume who are revealed as our killers. They're human beings. They're not Michael Myers or they're not Jason, So the fact that they are human beings underneath the costume, it kind of makes it hard to suspend disbelief in regards to somebody that small being able to do something like that. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound sexist in any type of way. I'm just saying, like, I've met Mikey Madison. She's not that big of a human being. She's not. So if you expect me to believe that Amber Freeman was the one to do that, I just can't bring myself to do it. Like Stu said, it takes a man to do something like that. Or I will say this, a woman who has, I want to say, an incredible amount of strength to where she works out a little bit, kind of like a UFC fighter. You know what I mean? Something like that. Unless Amber was gifted with the strength of God by God himself, I just don't think that she was the one to do that. I think she was too weak, so to speak. Oh, man, I am behind. Okay, so let me get caught up here. I'm going to catch up with these super chats, guys, and then I'm going to come back to some of you guys' comments. But we do have some super chats rolling in. As you guys know, they go to the front. Denisha, what's going on, girl? Denisha coming through with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Denisha. I greatly appreciate it. Denisha, one of my moderators, has been a loyal supporter since day one. I appreciate the hell out of you, Denisha, and I'm glad to see you here. Denisha saying, hey, I just want to say before I get my workout in, but go hit the like button. Just wanted to show some love. I thank you for that, Denisha. You've always been awesome. We're going to have to get you here on the channel for a live watch party or something here soon as well. But again, thank you for that, Denisha. Hey, what's up, Val? I don't know if I missed. I'm pretty sure I probably missed some of your comments earlier, Val, and I'm sorry for that. But thank you for showing up, Val, the General of Haddonfield. Thank you so much for being here and modding and doing what you do for not just my channel, but everybody's channels in the community. You already know what time it is, Val. You know we love you. Talking Star Wars coming through with another $1 super chat. Thank you so much for that. You guys are awesome. Like, seriously, like, I'm glad that I'm back here with you guys. It's, you know what I mean? It's just truly been refreshing. It really has. Getting to talk some horror movies. I can't wait till next week. I'm going to be doing some live streams for I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm going to do another live stream talking about Final Destination Bloodlines. I still got to watch Hurry Up Tomorrow yet. You guys know I've been hyping that movie up, so I want to talk about that as well. But right now we're talking Scream 7, and this has been a lot of fun. Okay, so Talking Star Wars came in with two $1 super chats. So thank you again for that, Talking Star Wars. I don't know if there was a comment that came after that. I will find it if it did. It's not showing me anything, but thank you so much for that, Talking Star Wars. Greatly appreciate your support. A troll coming back in with another $2 super chat. Thank you, a troll. I greatly appreciate it. Saying, I vote Scream 3 for the watch party. Hey, when I put the poll up, you know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. When I put the poll up, I think Scream 3 is going to be, if it's not Scream 1996, I have a feeling it's going to be Scream 3 that's going to be the one that's voted in. I don't know why. I feel like over the last few years, people are really starting to show some love for that sequel, for that trilogy, I should say, for the third installment of the franchise. A lot of people are starting to like it a lot more than they did before. So, hey, I'm not against it. Hey, I can watch any one of the Scream movies. All of them are watchable. Even if you have some issues with the last two films, they're all very watchable. They're still good movies. There's just some that are better than others. It happens. But yeah, definitely a troll. I will have that because I think we hit our goal. I'm pretty sure we did. It's saying, yep, we did. So we did hit the goal, guys. We got 10 super chats. I know I got some more to catch up with here, but we got 10 super chats within the hour. So that means I will be staying on live for another 45 minutes, I believe, about 42 minutes. I was going to end at 4 o'clock. I'm going to stay on to 4:30. So not only that, now you guys will have the voting power to choose which Scream movie you guys want to watch this upcoming week. So we hit the goal. You guys basically get two birds, one stone. Mrs. Loomis, you guys get an extra 30 minutes, and then you guys get a watch party on top of it this upcoming week. Awesome. So we hit that goal. That's what's up, guys. I greatly appreciate the support. And plus, it gives me a little bit more flexibility to push more content and get more content and stuff like that. Like, just even out of randomness, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to be random with it. You know, sometimes you just got to, post something up. And Talking Star Wars coming in with another $2 super chat saying, last one. Hey, I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate all the support. We hit our goal. We hit what we set out for. And I'm excited because I'm interested to see what everybody wants to pick in terms of the watch party. Which Scream movie are we going to hang out and watch? I can't wait. And then, of course, we get another 30 minutes on top of this stream. So at 4:30 Eastern time, I will, be checking out. If we do end up getting more super chats, then most possibly I will extend the stream by another 15, 20 minutes, something like that. I will say I'm not trying to overextend because I am going to be going on Craven's channel here later. So I got to get set up for that and all this good stuff. But either way, guys, we hit our goal and we're here till 4:30. So let's get back to some more of these, questions and theories. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. That we hit the goal. That's awesome. And plus, like I said, two birds, one stone. And that's why I decided, because I was only going to set the goal for 5, but then I said, you know what? If I'm going to set it for 10, let me offer 2 things in one goal at the very least. So you guys are amazing. We're going live till 4:30, and you guys get a watch party on top of that. Talking Star Wars coming in with another $2 super chat. I just caught up with that, saying, LOL, your dog may have some Scream 7 theories. They have theories about any type of noise they hear. That's just how they are. They hear a pin drop. It's over. But thank you for that, Talking Star Wars. It's one of those things where I do wish, the dogs could talk, because I would be interested to, hear what they feel about these type of movies. Val saying, especially picking Dewdrop off of the ground a bit when doing said gutting. Yeah, nope, not and burnt. That's funny. That's funny, Val. Yeah, I just can't believe it was her. That takes somebody with an incredible amount of strength, and this is the thing, too, about it being Stu. Stu is a tall guy. So he'd be able to have the right amount of leverage to be able to do that, and strength. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just about brute strength. It's about leverage. You know what I mean? And being that, Matthew's 6'4", so being that he has that leverage, it's more believable that it would be Stu to be the one who killed Dewey in that fashion. Yeah, I am so behind in the chat, guys. I am so sorry. So I'm going to speed up and catch up through the chat. Hey, what's up, DJ? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I'm like 5 minutes behind. So guys, bear with me. I'm catching up. I'm going to start scrolling through all this stuff here. And Buska saying Scream 7 leak. Sid will project Billy on Tate Boy. Treat him like plague. Oh, Tatum's boyfriend. Got you. Treat him like the plague, especially with him being computer genius. Hope 7 and 8 will mirror Halloween 1 and 2. Be one long night of terror. Williamson loves Halloween. That's interesting. That is interesting. Maybe this all happens like Scream 7 and Scream 8. It happens within a matter of days from each other. Like it's basically a continuation, like it's glued together. I like that. Not a bad idea. Now, is that an actual like leak you're talking about? Like it says Sid will project. Yeah, I did read. That's right. I did read something about that. Yeah, that basically, and that's why I said it kind of reminds me of like Trevor. Like, because remember, Trevor was basically that same type of character, but that's only because Jill was using him as the fall guy. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, yeah, hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for that. I could see that happening. I could see Sydney kind of being hard on her daughter in regards to this boyfriend that she doesn't trust. I can see that. It's going to make for an interesting dynamic between the characters. And that's what I want to see. Catching up with some of you guys' comments here. Real quick, guys, we have a $20 super chat. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Give me 1 second. I want to pull it up here on screen. DM Haynes. I know we have other ones too. I just saw them. Sorry about that, guys. It's just like boom, 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 boom. You guys are on fire today. DM Haynes coming through with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, DM. DM, I don't know if you got my, reply back earlier, but thank you again also for the $10 super thanks that you gave on my Randy video. Again, I greatly appreciate the support, man. Again, just trying to push this content, and I greatly appreciate the fact that you enjoy it and that you're willing to support the channel in this way. So DM saying, imagine Stu dropping clues to Sid in the movie with dialogue only she would get, supporting that he is alive and killing. Example, her neighbor is gutted and her liver left in Sid's mailbox with a note, I couldn't live her alone, Sid. Ooh. I like that. Ooh, that's vicious. Ooh. That's vicious. Ooh, I like that. I will say this. I have always been in favor of the theory that in Scream 7, we get these little clues in regards to Stu's character and playing into the fact that he's alive, kind of like we got with Roman in Scream 3 with Marine's pictures, something along that level. So, hey, I'm all for it, man. I really like this idea. Yo, man. I'm telling you right now, bro, if that happens, I'm busting out fucking laughing in the theater as loud as possible. I'm sorry. Just because I could see Stu doing something like that. That would be nuts. I couldn't live her alone, Sid. That's awesome. I like that. That's crazy. Now, are you talking about Annacamp, her neighbor, who's supposed to be like her best friend? Let me know about that, DM. Let me know about that. That's crazy. I like that, man. Like, that's a good one. That's a really good idea. And DJ Plays Favorites coming through with a $5 super chat. Thank you for that, DJ. I greatly appreciate it. Saying, well, with all of these theories of Scream 7 and 8, what will shock the audience and say this Scream was really worth the wait for moving forward with the franchise? That's a really good question. I like that. I think what will shock the audience is if you do a backstory on Stu to where he's been connected through the entire franchise. He's been around the entire time. Because even though we theorize about that already, would you really think they'd be able to do it and tie it in so nicely? it would be kind of hard to do, right? We theorize that it's easy to do, but it's really not. You have to make it make sense. You have to make it seem plausible that Stu was involved with every killing spree after the original. So I think that could be a shocking way to shock the audience. Like, you reveal that Stu has basically been around the whole time. He's just been working behind the scenes and now he's back. Man, I mean, another thing that could shock the audience again. I mean, listen, it's not impossible. It's bleak, but it's not impossible. But to me, I've always felt like, let's say we never got the announcement that Jenna and Sam and Melissa is going to be in this movie, right? What if they reveal them as the killers? Like, that would be shocking as hell, right? Somehow, some way, they was able to keep under wraps that these two did shoot the movie, but they shot the movie only to be the killers in the end. Come on now, like, who would not be shocked by that? Everybody would be shocked. It would be like, hold up. I thought they weren't going to be in Scream 7, number one. And two, this is how you decided to bring them in? I don't know. I mean, I think that would be really, really shocking if they did that. Who would see that coming? Because we all know what happened, so it would make that hard to happen. You know what I mean? We know what happened with the studio Melissa, so we would not be expecting that behind the scenes they smoothed things over, but just kept everything under wraps. You got to remember, Neve Campbell, it was rumored Neve Campbell did have a sit down with the studio and Melissa. She tried to get her back. Apparently, it didn't work out. But who's to say they're not? Who's to say they're just not? You know, they're not bullshitting us. Anything is possible in these type of movies. I personally don't think they're going to pull the trigger on that. But you ask, what would be shocking? That will shock the audience. You know, for Scream 7 and 8. Well, for Scream 7 specifically, is if you reveal the Carpenter sisters are the killers. And it's not no new actors playing the characters. It's Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega. I think everybody in that theater would shit their pants. Like, everybody be like, yo, wait, what? Like, really? Like, a lot of people might not even like it, but it would be shocking. It would be truly shocking. Great question. Thank you for this, Val. If you would also like to support Marcus' channel, you can become a channel member by hitting the join button next to the subscribe button. Thank you for that, Val, because I'm actually working on some things in regards to sprucing things up for channel memberships, because I haven't been, you know, I was out for a while, so I wasn't able to really do anything for the members, and I want to get caught up on stuff like that. So I've already been having like some ideas jotted down in regards to like maybe doing some watch parties for members only, some live discussions of certain franchises, stuff like that. So I've been working on stuff like that, and I also am bringing down, I think I'm just going to go down to like 2 tiers, maybe have a $2 tier and a $6 tier, because I'm not going to lie, I find it difficult to run 3 tiers right now. It just would be easier if I just had 2 and just bunch, you know, just have this $6 tier be my highest tier right now, and everybody can fit in on that. So I'm working on that, but thank you so much for that, Val. I greatly appreciate it. DJ said, Sam shed that like button. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Right, Val. I agree with that. I like that theory. You know, that would make sense with the green light for Scream 8 already. 1 night and 2 movies. Yeah, that would be nuts. And maybe after what happens in Scream 7, that same day, that same night, we end up going back to Woodsboro. I don't know. I think Scream 8 is going to be in Woodsboro. And the reason why I believe that is because think about it like this, guys. The first 4 movies, right? The first 4. The first one was in Woodsboro. The next two were in different locations. Scream 2 was in Windsor College. Scream 3 was in LA. Then what happened in Scream 4? They went back to Woodsboro. Think about these new movies in regards to the newer Scream movies. Scream 5 was in Woodsboro. Scream 6 was in New York. Scream 7 is going to be in Indiana. So being that Scream 8 is going to be the Scream 4 of this new, iteration of Scream movies, it only makes sense that Scream 8, we go back to Woodsboro. That's the trajectory the franchise has always basically went on when you look at the first four movies. So again, guys, I'm just excited for this. I can't wait, man. I wonder if they're going to up the release date on Scream 7. I'm kind of hoping they do. Val saying, thank you so much for your generous support for Marcus' channel. Yes, absolutely. And I cannot wait to, when I'm done with the stream and stuff, I'm going to put up the Scream movies. I'm going to get the poll ready. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to choose. I'm going to keep the poll open up until Tuesday night. We're going to do the same thing that we did last week. So up until 8 p.m. Eastern time, Tuesday night, you guys will have a chance to vote what Scream movie you guys want to watch. And then most likely it'll be Thursday night where we'll do that live watch along for whatever Scream movie you guys decided to choose for hitting the goal for today's, super chat goal. I'm excited. I'm really interested to see what you guys are going to vote for. That's going to be fun. Right now, I think it's going to be Scream 1996 or Scream 3. That's my best bets. That's what I think is going to get voted in. King Matthew III saying, this is a crazy theory, but what if Gail is working with the Ghostface cult? Not doing the kills, but making them famous by writing about the murders. And she does say in 4 that she's in a drought. Hey, I mean, listen, I've always thought a crazy twist would be to reveal Gail as a killer. They hinted at it in Scream 6. They poked fun at it, right? So, I mean, it's not impossible. It shows the thought hasn't, the thought has been crossed of the mind. I wouldn't be against it. Why not? It makes sense. She's an opportunist, remember? That's what Randy said. She's an opportunist. So, in order to keep her pockets flowing and in order to keep the Ghostface legacy going, she keeps writing about it, which keeps producing more killers. So, I mean, in so many ways, without actually having a hand in the murders, it has basically been her fault for the majority of the time. But her actually working with Ghostface, I'm not against it, and that would be a nice tip to the hat of what they said in Scream 6. They hinted at that. They poked fun at that idea. So I like it, King Matthew III. I don't think it's a crazy theory. Yeah, Val, that was a really good one from DM. That was a good one. I like that. I kind of want to see that now. Hopefully they somebody sees this video, this stream, shares it, and they do a last minute, call to re-edit some things, and they put that in there. That would be cool. Hey, I will forever believe that somebody from the creative of Scream 6 saw Steven's videos in regards to calling, our new characters to Core 4. I will always believe that they saw one of his videos and took that. I'm just saying. So, hey, if that could happen, to Steven, which I believe it did, maybe DM Haynes' comment can get noticed and they throw that bad boy in the movie during re-editing stage. That'd be cool. Right, yeah, Val saying, right, Marcus, that would be so Stu-like. Yes, absolutely. It definitely would. And I'm probably so behind on the chat. Yes, that's another thing, DJ. I am on Patreon, but I have to start filling that up. It's so funny that Val said something about the membership, and now you're saying something about Patreon, because I have been working behind the scenes since I've been coming back to YouTube, putting things together for my Patreon, because I never really got to really do anything for it. And I kind of want to do something different for Patreon. Like, I kind of want to focus more on like the B movie side of horror, like the cheesy ones, the direct to DVD version horror movies and stuff. So I'm basically filling out what I want to do. Maybe I'll mix in some like posts in regards to Scream rumors and news on my Patreon, but I'm more focusing on like talking about other horror movies that are maybe cheesy but fun, but don't get enough, love or credit. Stuff like that. So I am working on that, and I will have an announcement on that very soon. Thank you for asking about that. I'll share a post here on YouTube when I get everything set up the way I want. Because basically on Patreon, what I want to do before I start leading people over to it, I want to at least drop 3 to 5 videos on it and then start leading people over to it. Because then I can start, fluctuating other stuff around it. Build it up. And Buska coming in saying, I imagine Stu turning rules upside down. Yup. And gives real tips how to survive. But of course, everyone does the opposite. So they die. And by the end, Stu is like, I told you how to play, Sid, but you never listened. Hey, you said something like this in my Randy video. And I'm not against that. I'm not against that way of, it happening in regards to Stu Macher, basically setting the rules as Ghostface and basically giving them the rules to survive, but they do the opposite, which leads them to their death a lot quicker or something of that nature. Either way, either your idea or my idea, I think it could work one way or another. I personally think it would be cool to see Ghostface basically making the rules for this movie. So I think we're on the same page with that. We're just kind of opposite with how we'd execute it. But hey, I'm not against that at all. And I like that little end tidbit there. I told you how to play, Sid, but you never listened. I like that. Hey, we got a new member. DJ Plays Favorites. Thank you so much. I don't know what membership that you signed up for, but I will check on to that later. But thank you so much for becoming a member here to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I can't wait because I do got some exciting things getting ready for the members and stuff. You guys have, really sparked my flames and my passion again for this. So I'm glad to be back here with you guys, and I can't wait to get some stuff for you guys in terms of members and stuff like that. Speaking of members and stuff, talking Star Wars, we got to do something here really soon because I owe you. I owe you big time. I owe you big time. You have rode it out with me through the worst of the worst. All of you have. And I greatly appreciate it. Are you saying about the link? That's weird because it should be on the channel because every time I post something, like it shows up. That's interesting. Thank you for pointing that out though, Val, because I'm going to look into that. Maybe it's just YouTube glitching out again because it should definitely have a membership page on the channel. Like it should, because I set all that up. And thank you for sharing my Patreon as well. Thank you, Val. I greatly appreciate that. I'm just getting caught up, guys. Okay. Thank you for that, DJ. I greatly appreciate it. And welcome to the family. I'm also working on new membership names, like in regards to like what you guys, like nicknames you guys would want to be called. Maybe we'll do like a poll or something. You guys maybe can send me some ideas on Instagram and we'll go with that. But I'm trying to figure out what to call my members. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to grab up this dog because they're acting a fool. Give me 1 second. Back again. Sorry about that. Oh, it's all right. It's okay, girl. It ain't that serious. She's a little crybaby. Getting back to here to the chats. King Matthew III saying that would explain why Dewey dies after leaving Gail alone in New York. Yeah. I mean, I wonder if there's anything before that. Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm just catching up with the chat. But yeah, Mbuska, saying that would explain why Dewey dies after leaving Gail alone in New York. I mean, is there anything you said before that, like that kind of like followed up with that? Oh, I know you were talking to King Matthew III, but I'm just interested to, I'm trying to, get a better gauge of, what you guys are talking about. Val, the Ghosty Brigade. That's funny. Wow, that's interesting. I like that. I like it. Maybe we'll see. Like I said, I kind of want to do a poll and see what you guys think. Hit me with some more ideas. King Matthew III saying I had to swap to my other phone because my YouTube glitched out. Or are you going to rank the I Know What You Did Last Summer films after you do a ranking of the Scream films? Actually, yeah. And I Know What You Did Last Summer films for me, they're very easy to rank, so that won't be hard to do. But I want to do more like I Know What You Did Last Summer, like live discussions, leading into this new movie, what we think is going to happen, theories, who the killer is going to be, stuff of that nature. So yeah. So basically, I'll say this, King Matthew. What we can do is we'll do some theories, some conversations leading into the movie. And then maybe before the movie comes out, the new movie, we do a ranking of all the I Know What You Did Last Summers before that. I wonder if you want the TV series included. Because if you want the TV series included, I will include it. But if not, if we're just going straight movies, we'll do that. Yeah, it's not the greatest talking Star Wars. It's not. It's, talking Star Wars saying never seen the third. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I heard it's, heard it's poop. Yeah, it wasn't that great. It definitely lost its way in regards to what we got in the first two films. It's unfortunate, but hey, at least we're getting this new film and hopefully they get back to basics. So I'm really hopeful of that. But yeah, the third one, I mean, hey, I kind of want to do like I Know What You Did Last Summer marathon, watching all the movies in one day. So we might just do that as well. Watch the first one, watch the second one, and then watch the third one all in one day and just have a whole marathon. Even though it's not that good, just to, refresh our brains from it, from watching the movie and see why we feel it wasn't that good, lend our opinion on it. King Matthew III saying I had to swap. I think I read this one already. Oh, yes, I did. Sorry, I got to come back up here and check out some of these other comments real quick as well. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, Destin, that's my brother, man. I got mad love for Destin. Destin's family, man. Destin's awesome. Definitely, obviously you're subscribed, but definitely join his membership package if you can, if you want to. That'd be awesome. He deserves all the love and support he can get. We all do, and we greatly appreciate it. I think how he got the membership, Denisha, was because on my channel, like right now, I'm looking at the stream from my computer. You can press join. So I don't know why there's not a link there, like, or a membership page, because there should be. I got to check into that. I'm telling you, it has to be YouTube just glitching out. All right, so now I'm getting caught up here with these comments. Me and Destin have been planning to do a dual channel for a minute now. We have the name and everything down. It's just all about timing. You know, he works, I work, and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to fit it into the schedule, but we are thinking about maybe doing it to start as if like we just go live one time a week, or we do like one video a week and then we build it up that way. Trust me, we have been behind the scenes talking about doing a dual channel together. For sure. That has been in the works for like the last 2 years. We just never been really able to get around to it. Oh, sorry, Rosie. King Matthew III saying, I've only ever seen the first I Know What You Did Last Summer, so I'll have to find the second film on DVD to watch it because I've never seen it. Okay, yeah, definitely. When we do a watch party and stuff for it, they might have it on Tubi or something like that too, just in case. So there should definitely be some platforms out there that have it. Yeah, definitely. Like last night, that was just some impromptu stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I just wanted to talk a little bit about bloodlines and stuff like that and share my opinion on it. I do want to say I apologize if I kind of seemed a little bit distracted last night, because I kind of was. I won't give reasons why and stuff like that, because I kind of feel like I was kind of just regurgitating the same points and stuff when I went back and looked at some of that stream, and I don't like to do that or whatever. So I wanted to apologize for that. But yeah, just it was impromptu. We wanted to, hang out, talk about what we thought our first reaction of Final Destination Bloodlines, and we're definitely going to be having more streams and discussions about that film in the weeks to come. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Jen gifted me a membership. Is Jen here? I didn't see her. I don't know if she is here or was here. I did not see her comment or pop up. That's weird. I didn't see that at all. And Jen, I want to say thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. I didn't see it, and I apologize for that. That's awesome. That's very, very sweet of you. I greatly appreciate that. And I'm sorry if I didn't see you commented earlier. I've been backed up. You guys know how it is. It's hard to keep up with the chat, especially when things are flowing and the super chats are coming in and stuff like that. It is hard to keep up. But that's awesome. Thank you so much for that, Jen. And DJ, again, I'm so happy that you are now a member of the channel. I'm gonna have to do that too this week. I'm gonna have to do a couple live watches for members. I just got to figure out which movies I want to do, or do a couple live discussions and figure out which movies, or let you guys pick as members. Yeah, the gears are grinding. I'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. We will figure something out for sure. Okay, talked about Gail being involved with Ghostfaces. That's why I said that. If so, Dewey dying after leaving Gail in New York and divorcing her is understandable. Wow, that definitely does work. That definitely does work, because she might feel some type of way. Like, oh yeah, you want to leave me for that town? Because again, she hates Woodsboro. So you want to leave me for that again? Okay, watch this. Gail. And plus, it restarts the Ghostface murders. So it restarts the Ghostface murders. It gives Gail something to write about. And it also explains why the hell she didn't write that book about Dewey yet. Oh, see, I like it when a theory and a plan comes together. I like this. I like this theory a lot. It's possible. Hey, Gail could be. I know some would be shocked. Me personally, I wouldn't be. And I wouldn't hate it neither. I would actually love it, because in my opinion, I can see her being that type of person. I can see her being somebody to work with Ghostface killers because she wants to keep the legacy alive. She wants to keep, making money. She wants to keep having something to write about to fill the void that she has deep down inside of whatever it is that void is, that she has to keep this up. So I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, okay. So Val's saying, Marcus, when they are on an iPhone, the join button doesn't show up. I'll figure out how to get a link to your memberships for those that are on an iPhone. Yeah, thank you for that, Val. But I'm still going to also check on my end as well. I just want to make sure everything is, right. I have everything set up correctly the way it needs to be so that everybody can find everything. But thank you, Val. Thank you so much for your love, your support, and your help. I greatly appreciate you, Val. Talking Star Wars saying, of course, I'm down for watch parties, anything. Yeah, absolutely. See, that's why it was such an easy goal to make. I'm like, you know what? We're talking about Scream. We're going to want to, talk for a little while. So let me offer to extend the stream. And then also, let's do a live watch along with whatever movie. It was really easy to transition to. I'm going to start doing that for other franchises as well. Like Friday the 13th, I'm going to start getting some Friday the 13th content out here too. I think we were going to be talking about the best like horror remakes of Troll, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to be going on at 8 o'clock, so 7 his time, Central. So here in about 3.5 hours, something like that, I'll be on Craven's channel, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking about the best horror movie remakes. So yeah, definitely, head over there, guys, tonight to Craven Something Scary's channel. I'll actually share it in a post here after the stream myself. I'm going to be on the panel tonight. We're going to be discussing horror movie remakes and discussing which ones are the best. It's going to be a fun time. I believe Destin's going to be there. I believe Eric, the Bearded Entertainment's going to be there. So we should definitely have a nice OG style panel. Yep, that's right. Val saying we always have a great time doing watch parties, Shannon. So fun hanging out with y'all. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why, like I said, it's so easy to just, all right, and the goal, let's do a watch party and let's add something else on top of that as well. I'm also thinking about ideas like maybe we do a game night of sorts, something like that. Add that to a goal sometime. So, yeah. Heck yeah. I'm excited. This was on Destination Station's channel last night. What are you referring to? Oh, are you talking about the music? If so, I mean, I'm about to say, I knew he was using a different platform that I advised him to try out. So I don't know what you're talking about, DJ. Let me know in the chat. Oh, okay. Yesterday for Jen's membership to Destin. Okay. Got you. Now, all right. I'm seeing all the comments. All right. Now, I'm sorry I was behind. You guys know how it be. Now I understand everything. Talking Star Wars saying, want to know what I hate about Gail? She had a boyfriend in 6 after losing Dewdrop in 5. Yeah, Gail didn't waste no time, did she? Well, then you got to think, though. You got to think, much to her credit. I mean, they weren't together, her and Dewdrop, for a few years. So at that time, it is kind of credible to think that she would have somebody new in her life, especially if the Dewdrop moved on, even though he didn't move on to nobody else. It's Gail we're talking about, So I wasn't that. I mean, I'm not saying I liked it because I didn't. It did feel weird. his character did feel like shoehorned in just for that particular chase scene and kill, but I didn't like it neither. The only dude that Gale Weathers should ever be with is the dude drop. So I understand why you hate that about Gale. King Matthew III saying, Gale even mentions briefly in 5 to Sydney that she started Ghostface. Yep. It wouldn't be too far-fetched to see her reveal she's working with the cult. Yeah, that wouldn't be far-fetched at all. And yes, you have Val. Val's view saying, Marcus, I have always said Gale was sus, especially after 4, had writer's block, and then bam, Ghostface killing start up again. Yes, you have always been consistent with that theory, Val, for sure. Hey, I'm here for it. Let it happen. Because guess what? If it happens, one way or another, it ensures that she's going down. That's all that matters. As long as she finally goes down, that's all that matters. I know that may sound foul, but damn it, it has to happen. It has to happen at some point. And what better way to do it? As she's revealed as part of the Ghostface cult, she's the one who basically had a hand in everything. She started all this, or she helped plan all this. And this is how her character goes out. I know some want to go out liking her character, but if I'm being honest, I think I would like her character all that much more if she is revealed this way. Because to me, it stays true to the opportunist that she is. That's just me, though. That's just me. I love that theory. Always have. Bring it on. I would, oh man, I would be so thrilled. I'm not even going to lie. That would be cool. Gale the Killer. I like that. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Ooh, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. King Matthew III saying, plus in Scream 4, Gale could have been the one to put the pictures of Sydney in her car, which made Sydney a suspect in 4. Yeah, she was on the scene. We didn't see Jill or Charlie lurking around. Gale was the one who was there. So, I mean, it's possible. I mean, yeah, like, man, I'll ask y'all this in the chat because we are about to wrap up here in a few minutes and stuff. I'm going to go another 10 minutes because we did get a couple more super chats after the goal was met and stuff. But I really like this theory that we got going on in regards to Gale Weathers possibly being involved with the Ghostface cult. So I guess what I want from you guys in the chat is let me know, what is the likelihood you think this is happening? Like, give me a percentage. Like, give me a percentage. Like 70% Gale is going to be a killer, 30% she's not going to be a killer, something of that. I wish I could start a poll. I forget how to do that. I got to figure out how to do that here on the live stream again, because I know I can do that. I just got to figure out how. But let me know what you guys think is the likelihood of that happening, because this theory is hot right now. It's resurfacing. And again, Val was definitely one of the first ones in regards to talking about Scream 6 and all that. Val was one of the first ones to bring this theory to our attention. So she does deserve a lot of credit for that. Yeah, I don't forget that at all, because I remember hearing that for the first time. And I was just like, ooh, that's interesting. Gale being the killer. You know what I mean? Like, she had writer's block. All the signs are there, you know? So, Talking Star Wars saying, yeah, Val, I got an iPhone 2 and I can't see the join button. Huh, that's interesting. We will get that figured out. I'll have to share that in a post as well once we do, because I never knew that. That's interesting. Val saying, no Eric tonight. Oh, okay. Well, that's a stinker. But it's still going to be a great time, though. It's still going to be a fantastic time. DJ plays favorite saying, don't forget JT's channel this week. We are creating twin killers on Nightmare on my stream. on Tuesdays. Nice. That's what's up. Yeah, I did see something like that he was doing the other day. I did see that. Yeah, definitely go support JT's channel as well. You know, drop a like, you know what I mean? Subscribe and stuff like that. Val saying Gail's a shank for having a boyfriend in 6. Yeah, I agree. I didn't like that decision to have that at all. I just felt like, and plus he was useless. Like he was completely useless. Another kill that they expect us to believe that somebody who would not be physically capable of doing that, they did that again. That's another reason why I didn't like his character, because it's like, if you're not going to reveal that this is Stu that is doing all this, why is this character even in here? We didn't need Gail to have a boyfriend, especially 1 year after Dewey had passed away. Like, I get it. They weren't together for a few years. I understand that. But it's just the fact that the man just died. It's still fresh, you know? Well, died, because I have a theory and a hope that the dude is alive, you know, and I'm gonna, you know, do that video here for this week as well. I talked about it a little bit earlier. Some of you may have missed it, so I'm gonna do a video about it. But yeah, for her to have a boyfriend directly 1 year after Dewey got killed, that was bullshit. I didn't like that at all. DJ Plays Favorite saying we have Cracker Jack Sullivan and Hello Kitty Sullivan as husband and wife duo on JT's stream on Thursdays. My bad, not Tuesday. Okay. All right. So then this is what we'll do. So we won't run interference. We'll probably do the Scream live stream on Wednesday then. That's probably when we'll do it. The voting for it will lock up Tuesday night. That night, I'll be on my P's and Q's. I'll make sure that I'll have a post directly after the voting is done. And then I'll have the stream up that night. And then we'll be ready for Wednesday night. Sounds like a plan to me. That's interesting. Talking Star Wars saying it would also help explaining how Ghostface got Cotton's address. Yeah, it would. I mean, but at the same time, you got to think, Talking Star Wars, Roman would know that, because remember, Cotton was supposed to be in the movie. He was supposed to be in Stab 3. So he would probably already know that, Roman. But still, if they wanted to, you know, delve deeper, you know, it could explain how Roman, you know, got the role in Stab 3. Maybe Gail put a word in for him. What if Gail, unbeknownst to us, was a producer for 100% Cotton? We don't know. They didn't mention it, but what if she was? It's very possible. DJ saying Tuesday's battle night on Nightmare on my channel, aka JT. Yeah, I see you switched it to Thursday and stuff. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind again in the chats. We are going to go like another 6 minutes, guys, and then I'm going to head out. But this has definitely been a lot of fun. But I'm going to try my best to get to the rest of you guys' comments. King Matthew III saying every survivor that interacted with Gail died. Dewey, Randy, Tatum, and Cotton. So 90% in my opinion. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a really good point you just made there, King Matthew. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. 90%. Holy shit. Wow, that's a high percentage right there. And we got another one. DJ saying 45% Gail being involved or related to the Mockers or Krugers through marriage. Hey, it's not impossible. That would be nuts if Gail What if Gail was related to Stu? That would be absolutely insane. What if she was related to Stu but like didn't even know it? That's some ancestry.com shit right there. Right. It's exactly, Val. He's pointless. There was no, he was just there for the kill and for Gail's chase scene. That's all. Hold on real quick, guys. Dogs acting a fool, fighting each other. Unbelievable. Say nah. But Val saying exactly, Marcus, the boyfriend becomes pointless. Yes, he does become a pointless character. He was just there for the kill. That's it. And for Gail's chase scene. That's it. Like, and to answer the phone and hand it to her. There was nothing there. They could have done without that character. Gail did not need a boyfriend a whole year after Dewey died. Like, that was kind of messed up, if you ask me. Yes, I agree, a troll. I agree 1000%. I liked Cotton's character. I wanted him to stay alive too. I never wanted him to die. I liked his character in Scream 2. I know some didn't. I did, because I look at it from a standpoint, you got to look what the man came from. You know what I mean? This man's life was almost taken from him because of something he didn't do. So, of course, he wants to capitalize and be an opportunist and make as much money as he possibly can off of his own tragedy. You know, some may not like that. I personally think it's justifiable. You know, so, and then plus, at the beginning of 3, I thought that he was, I just wanted to see them explore more with the character. He had a TV show. You know what I mean? Like, he obviously went far. You know, after the events of 2, like, it would have been nice to kind of see him have a better arc, you know, in my opinion. Oh, I never knew that, Val. Val saying a troll. He wanted to be killed off, so they did, and now he regrets it. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Like, damn it, Liev, you should have never told him you wanted to die. Like, the whole objective is to tell them, yeah, keep me alive so I can keep coming back for these movies. That was the mission. Like, come on. Okay, so it does on Tuesday. Okay. So either way, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to do the Scream Live watch along. Whatever movie you guys choose, we'll do it then. I'll probably still keep it on Wednesday. Catching up with everybody here in the chat. Yeah, DJ isn't a mod or whatnot. Yeah, I'm just seeing all that and stuff. But like, yeah. So I mean, if anything, what I can do is about to say at the end of the stream, I can go over to JT's channel and I can drop a link here in the end of the comments so everybody can see, so that they can go over there, you know, and support his channel as well. And I guess for what DJ's talking about, the battle on my stream starts at 6:30 Eastern Tuesday time, so can go over there to support that. I have no problem with that. I actually stopped into JT's channel the other day because I didn't know he changed his name, and then when I seen it was him, you know, I wanted to stop in and say hey and show some love. Yeah, got you. Yeah, no problem, DJ. You're fine. It's okay. It's all right, Val. You know me, Val. Like, and I appreciate you guys looking out, you know, and basically, you know, saying it's, you know, my call first. I greatly appreciate that. But you guys know I try to support everybody the best way I can. You know, we're all in this together. That's how I look at it. So I have no problem, showing some love to the other channels and stuff like that. But thank you though for that, Val, because she is right, that just make sure it is okay with me first, but most likely I won't have an issue with it. But please do make sure it is okay with me first. Most of the time I won't have an issue. That's a good question, Shannon. That's a really good question. Talking Star Wars saying, will Cotton be in 7? I mean, if Marine is somehow featured. Yeah, that's very possible. That is very possible that we could see that play out. That would be nuts. We did kind of see the flashbacks in Scream 3. They could bring something like that back in Scream 7 as well. Oh, it's okay, DJ. You're good. Wait. No, there's no need for no timeout. You're good. I would say there's no need for timeout. There's no need for none of that. We're good. You know what I mean? No need for none of that at all. Yo, what up, Dom? Also, tomorrow, yes, I want to make sure I have my days right because it's Sunday tomorrow. Yes, today's Saturday. Tomorrow, I'll drop a link here on the channel. Me and Destin are going to be going on Dom's channel for a live watch party of The Relic. We're going to have that. We're going to have that over on Dom's channel. And I will drop a link for that when Dom, send me if you have it already like loaded up, if you have the stream ready, send me it on Instagram and I'll share it in a post on here. Shannon saying, hey, Damalam. Yeah. Man, I must be like behind. All right, no, I'm not too far behind. Cool. All right, guys, so I'm going to go another like 3 to 5 minutes, because we did catch up in the chat. I see Dom stopped in here and stuff like that. So we'll basically stretch it to like an hour, 45 minutes, about an hour, 50 minutes, something like that. You guys were awesome today, like hanging out, talking these theories. You guys had some great theories. You guys came through. We hit the super chat goal. I am excited to do the live watch party with you all to see which Scream movie you guys are going to pick. I extended the stream as promised. This was a great conversation here today, guys, and I'm back in the game and I'm ready for more great conversations. And let's just keep the ball rolling on the content. That's all it is to it. I can't wait. I think I'm going to set my I Know What You Did Last Summer stream for Tuesday. Like, I want to say Tuesday night. Maybe Tuesday night we'll do I Know What You Did Last Summer live theory, Q&A and stuff like that. King Matthew saying, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be on Craven's stream tonight since I have to work, but it was nice being on this stream. Hey, I greatly appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us, King Matthew III. You also had some very great theories, like very good ideas. And it is unfortunate you're not going to be able to make it to Craven's channel tonight, but you got to work. You got to make the bacon. So, hey, it's understandable. We all know that whenever you can, you will show the love and support here to our channels and show up and hang out with us. So don't beat yourself up over it, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I have no problem, showing love and getting some eyeballs on other content creators' channels, especially if they're like maybe not monetized yet and stuff like that, because I want them to get to that level. I was once on that level and stuff like that. Fortunately, I am monetized and stuff like that now, or whatnot, but I know how the struggle is. Even being monetized, I know how the struggle is to be able to consistently post content and be able to consistently put your all into this the way you want to, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's a grind and it is a struggle all in the same. Just like any other job, no different than any other job. This job is just a little bit more mental, if you ask me, because you got to put things together. You got to, try your best to engage with the audience, you know what I mean? To make sure you sound right, that you look right, all that stuff. Like, there's a lot that goes into this stuff, but I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys' support, and I don't mind showing anybody else support neither. I want us all to succeed. Thank you for that, Val. Yeah, there's the link for JT's channel. So definitely check JT out on Tuesday for what DJ was talking about. Show some love to his stream. If he already has that stream put up, guys, go hit the like button, get a head start on it. So so he can get a good turnout. Awesome. All right, cool, Dom. Nice. I like to hear that. Saying I'm set up the StreamYard right now. Nice. Yep, just send me the link, buddy. And Val, thank you as well for your help. Val helping with posting and all that stuff, being a great supporter of the channel, moderator, the general of fucking Haddonfield, ladies and gentlemen. Val coming through in the clutch, as well as Denisha too. Denisha, I greatly appreciate you, helping, with the channel, for as long as you've been a part of the channel as well. You guys have stuck with me through the worst of the worst, man. Like, and words honestly can't really speak to the volumes of how much that means to me. It really doesn't. So I greatly appreciate you guys' help with today's stream, with everything that you guys have done for the channel. And I'm just excited to be back here and doing this content for you guys all. Like, just having even random conversations like this, just popping up saying, hey, give me about 2 hours. I'm going to go live and we're going to have a discussion. So I greatly appreciate all of you guys' support. This was a lot of fun. And we're going to keep having a lot of fun. Talking Star Wars saying, no, you're awesome. I don't know if you're talking about me talking Star Wars, is so greatly appreciated, but I think we are all awesome here, together. You know what I mean? We all is what makes this channel run and what makes this, this whole community tick. Every single one of us. We all have a hand in this. In my opinion, right now, the horror community on YouTube and on any other platform as well, Twitter, Instagram, it's one of the hottest communities in all of social media, whatever you want to call it. I think we have also the best community. That's just my opinion. And I say that because I'm a sports fan and I see how sometimes those communities can be very, very toxic. I don't have that problem for the most part here. And if we do run into some issues like that, we make sure we take care of it. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, you're good, DJ. You know what I mean? Just next time, just, hit me up if I can see it, you know what I mean? And stuff. Even hit me up on Instagram and stuff like that. And I'll respond and I'll let you know and stuff like that. For the most part, again, I don't have no problem, Right, exactly. Thank you for this, Val. Yes, exactly. Val put it perfectly, saying, DJ, you are a wonderful addition to this community, and it has been a pleasure to get to know you. Absolutely. For sure. Yeah, listen, you guys got to look at it like this. I started off with no channel. And then when I did start off with a channel, nobody knew who I was. And who helped, get some traction to my channel? Craven, Knight, Val, all of you pitched in, to help people get hip to who I am and what I like to talk about here on my channel. In regards to horror movies, in regards to slashers, all of you guys played a role in that. You know what I mean? So me personally, I don't mind helping others get to where I think we're all trying to get to. We just want our channels to be successful. And we want our channels to, be a safe place for people to come and hang out and share their passion for horror. That's what I'd like to think. You know what I mean? And so I don't mind helping anybody get to where they want to go, man. I try my best to help as, much as I can, because I want to see people succeed. I see it too many times in the world, and it breaks my fucking heart. It truly does. Too many people want to see others fail, and I don't understand it. Why? Why do you want to see somebody fail so bad? Why? You know what I mean? Why would you want to see that person fail? Because my thing is, if that person succeeds because of your support, they're going to recognize you and might want to take you with them and help you out along the way. And just not even just do it for that reason. Why? You should not want to see nobody fail just to not see nobody fail. But unfortunately, that's not how it always is. I try my best to not be that type of person. I don't want to see nobody fail. I want to see everybody be successful at whatever it is they decide to do in life, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's a construction company, whether it's cooking, whether it's dish. I don't care what it is. I just want you to be as successful as you can possibly be. And that's all it boils down to. So, and if I can help contribute to that, I'm okay with that. I'm cool. That's what, I try to be here for. Hey, what's up, Flat? Nice to see you. I know I said we were going to stop in like 5-6 minutes, but we're going to take the stream all the way to 2 hours total. That's about another 8.5 minutes. We're having a great conversation in here, and I just don't want to cut it off just like that. We're just getting some other people just rolling in here for a few minutes. So you guys got me for about another 8 to 9 minutes. We'll take it all the way to 2 hours. And I think that it has been merited because you guys have been awesome. You guys, we had a great turnout today and stuff like that. Just talking about Scream. Mind you, this was impromptu. Only had like an hour and a half to prepare for the stream. And you guys were awesome enough to show the fuck out. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Everybody's saying what's up to Kyle. Yeah, Flat. Excuse me. I don't know what you're doing this week, Flat, but I know I'm going to be doing I know what you did last summer live discussion. I don't know if you've been keeping up on the new film that's coming out for that franchise, but if you are and you want to, come on and have a discussion about it, let me know. We can get together for that. Hey, I don't care. You listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the number is, bro. It doesn't matter. The support is support. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. As long as you're supporting me and you want to see my channel grow and you want to see this community grow, I don't give a damn if you put a penny into the fountain. I don't care, because guess what? Pennies add up. Everything adds up. It all adds up, bro. So whatever support that you all show, it all adds up. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care if somebody gives me $100 or $1,000 or $1. I don't care about any of that. It's the support. It's the love that you guys show. That's what I care about. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. The fact that you're willing to go to that extent to support the channel shows that love that you have for me in this channel. I don't care about the price. You can't put a price on it. You know what I mean? The fact that you show up and you show out, that's what matters. That's right. Hearts, Val. That's right. Hearts. All hearts. And that's right. That's right, General. That's right. That's what I'm saying. For the most part, it's, what I mean? I've been blessed to have a clean chat for the most part, but when things have gotten a little risky, I have been blessed with some really good people who have my best interests to where I don't even have to say anything. I just look at it and it's taken care of. You know what I mean? And I'm so grateful for that. All right, cool. Dom. Again, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time on Dom's channel. I'm going to share it in a post or whatnot. And Dom, do me a favor, send a link to Val as well. But we're both going to post it here on the channel. Me and Destin are going to go over to Dom's channel to do a live watch along of The Relic. I have not seen that movie in so long, so this is going to be like a first time watch for me again. Absolutely. That's right, Kyle. Blessed to have met everyone here. Yes, absolutely. Hey, what's going on? We got a new sub. That's what's up. Hey, let's go. That's what I like to see. Jesse Horror 210 saying hi, new to the channel, found you through Craven. Hey, thank you so much for subscribing. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? The support from other channels. We all support each other. That's what matters. You know what I mean? Like, that's why this community is so great. You know what I mean? That's why I don't have a problem helping somebody else get noticed as well. This is a prime example. So thank you so much, Jesse Horror 210. Welcome to the community. I hope that you're going to love it here. I hope you're going to, you know, be around for more conversations. We are going to wrap up here in the next 5 minutes, but thank you for stopping in and showing, you know, support. I'm actually going to be on Craven's channel later, so you will see some more of me later on, but hopefully you'll have time when we do streams like this, you know, for other more movies that we're talking about. Like I said, I got some I Know What You Did Last Summer content coming. I have some more live streams and good content coming up. Hopefully you can come hang out and you can enjoy the streams with us and stuff on a consistent basis. You know, that would be awesome. I'm glad that you're here. That's what's up. I like that. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. It's awesome. Jesse Hart saying, thank you. You are welcome. No, thank you. Thank you. Honestly, it means so much to the channel. It really does. You know, every little bit of support, you know, helps. And plus, I like to hear from you guys. I like to share these, you know, these moments and these theories with you guys, you know, because we all have our own opinions. You know what I mean? And we all have great ideas. Why not put these great ideas together and see what we can make out of it? Okay, nice, cool. So I'll get that stream together then, Flet. What I like to do now, what I'm starting to do now with certain streams and certain videos, I'll let it go unlisted for 24 hours so that the YouTube algorithm can pick up on, you know, everything it needs to pick up on analytics wise. So once that is done with the 24 hours, I will lift the embargo and then I will send you the link. Tuesday night is most likely when I'm going to go live for that. If that's good for you, let me know if Tuesday is good for you, man. DJ Plays Favorite says, I just learned something about you. I shot him 6 times. You're not all about the numbers or subs or the numbers. Money you bring in just like JT, and that's why I watch and enjoy. Yeah, man, I try not to be. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. This is basically a job, and it does, you know, cost money and stuff to keep the streaming platforms on and to be able to provide certain things and all that stuff. But again, I don't care about the price of it. $1, it doesn't matter. Any little bit help because everything adds up. And I don't worry about that, you know, so much. I worry about just having a great conversation here with you guys. I worry about if you guys like the content, because I feel like if you guys don't like the content, then I'm not doing something right. And that needs to be fixed. You know what I mean? So fortunately, you guys do like the content enough to where you guys support me to the levels that you guys support me. You know what I mean? It's awesome. It's really, you know, a blessing. You guys don't understand how much it really does mean. Like, I could say it's on blue in the face. It really, really means a lot. Getting all choked up and shit. Thank you, troll. Thank you. And of course, tune in to Craven's channel later because I'm going to be on his stream as well. Jesse saying you're welcome. Yes, absolutely. Yes. I try to be the best I can. Nobody's perfect, but I just try to be the best person that I can be. And I have never been somebody, I've always been somebody who's more like, you know what I mean? I want to help and elevate people. I've always been that type of person. I don't like holding people down, man. That shit gets on my nerves. I don't understand it. I just feel like we as people should be better than that. You know, we should try to lift each other up, you know, and if I can do that in any shape, way, or form, I will do it. Thank you for that compliment, Val. That means a lot. All right, cool. Cool, Flat. That's awesome. Absolutely. I try to make it as fun as possible. And this definitely was a fun stream, you guys. This was definitely a lot of fun. But I'm not going to lie. It does got to come to an end at some point. You guys know I got to get ready for Craven's stream coming on later and stuff. And plus, I got some other stuff to do in regards to setting up the polling for the goal being met for the watch party. I got some stuff to do behind the scenes as well. So I am going to end it here. I greatly appreciate every single one of you who tuned in, who watched, who shared all your theories, who super chatted in. We hit the goal and then some. All your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I can't wait to do the Scream watch along and see what Scream movie you guys decide to pick and watch this upcoming week. This is going to be a lot of fun. And again, this isn't going to be the only franchise for that. I got Halloween stuff working up. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff like that. So guys, just stay tuned. Like I got things cooking up in the oven. Don't worry. I got it cooking up in the oven. I'm going to check out these last few comments and then I'm going to head out. Dom saying, I'm trying to balance my gaming with films on my channel. I like to do watch parties and stuff like that as well. Yeah. Like we spoke about, Dom, basically in regards to the algorithm, you just basically got to let the algorithm know that you're gaming in films, like you're a mixture of both. Once the algorithm snags that, that's when you're going to see that uptick as well. Like, trust me, that's all it is. It's all about juking the algorithm. The algorithm needs to understand what your channel is. There's plenty of people who have channels that discuss various topics. Maybe put that under your channel, like various topics, something like that. You know what I mean? To help drive growth. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Val. I hope to see a lot of you on I hope to see a lot of you on Craven stream tonight as well. You guys go over there right now, drop a like on the stream. I'll even share it here to the channel. And yeah, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. I'll be on Craven's channel and we'll be talking about best remakes of all time. Yes, Val. I can't wait till you hear what I think could happen for the upcoming Halloween project, whether it's the TV series or the movie, because I have an idea, Val. I have an idea, and I can't wait to see what you think about it. I think you're going to love it. I really do. That's right. Yeah, who let the dogs out? That's right. But all right, guys, I am going to end it here. This was a great stream. I'm going to catch you guys later on Craven's channel. Keep your notifications on. Keep an eye out for the posts that I'm going to be posting in regards to the polling for the Scream watch along, and you guys get your votes in. I will catch you guys later. I love every single one of you guys. Be safe. Peace out. Till next time.